of rotation is within the thunderstorm. So anywhere between Boone and Manzanola, you need to be seeking shelter from this storm. It's an extremely powerful thunderstorm. Right now, this is a radar indicated tornado warning. Nothing has been confirmed, but you need to act like there is a tornado on the ground right now with this thunderstorm. Again, this would cover Highway 50 between Pueblo, Crowley, and Otero counties. So between Boone, Olney Springs, Fowler, you're going to want to seek shelter from this thunderstorm. If you don't even have a tornado in this, it has 2-inch hailstones and very strong wind gusts coming out of it. There's blowing dust on the ground ahead of this storm. Avoid Highway 50 as long as this storm is making its way towards the area. So it is moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. That tornado warning extended now to include portions of Otero County. Other thunderstorm we have in Los Animas County, I'm not too worried about it right now. Could have some small hailstones and some gusty wind with it. It's that tornado warned storm that I'm most concerned about, which is east of Pueblo. No threat to Pueblo itself. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in place. The main hazards today would be large hail, and boy, we have seen large hail up to lime size in Security Widefield and Fountain area. And of course, a weak isolated tornado is possible with this setup. So again, I do want to show you one more time where this tornado warning is. It would be into northeastern Pueblo County, moving into southwestern Crowley County, northeastern Otero County.
Alex.
Right now moving towards Highway 50 in eastern Pueblo County, now starting to move through southwestern Crowley County and into northwestern Otero County. This storm itself is moving southeast around 30 miles per hour. Here is Highway 50 in the Arkansas River. Boone, you're going to be out of this active tornado warning. This box here further southeast is the current tornado warning. That's in place until 5:30. So between Nepesta through Fowler, Manzanola, and also including Olney Springs, you want to be in your shelter now. You're probably already seeing some very strong wind gusts flowing out from this storm. Now, in the interior of this thunderstorm in this zone, we have had 2-inch hailstones. You could see up to 3-inch hailstones, which would be the size of a small apple. This storm, in addition to the hail risk, is providing potential tornado with it. At this point, this is a radar indicated tornado warning showing rotation on radar, but there has been no observed tornado. Doesn't mean that it couldn't happen imminently or that there isn't a tornado on the ground. It just hasn't been reported yet. So act as if there is a tornado on the ground with this storm. If you're anywhere within this box, you need to remain in your shelter. You want to go to the lowest level and most interior room in your home. This storm has a history. It moved through Security Widefield Fountain area earlier today. It's really hung on to its strength and only gained strength as it has progressed now into Pueblo County, and it provided a ton of hail in El Paso County as it moved through. So this is the one really powerful storm that we have right now. The rest of the region is pretty clear. We have a couple of storms in Los Animas County that are non-severe at this moment, but across our entire region today, we have a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock, where storms are going to be possible for the rest of the evening. We're not done with the severe weather risk this week. After tonight, tomorrow, another chance of strong to severe thunderstorms, but it's actually going to be favoring nighttime, which is a bit odd for us here in Colorado. So let's go to Tuesday's forecast, because I want you to be prepared that you might get woken up with a strong thunderstorm. The daytime is going to be warm, 80s and 90s. Could have a late afternoon storm closer to I-70, but look at this, 9 p.m. thunderstorms forming in El Paso County, taking a very similar track due south into Pueblo County. We're going to have a large hail threat at night for the Colorado Springs Pueblo area Tuesday night. This is 1:45, even into 3-4 a.m. we could have a couple of strong storms lingering in the plains. And we're not not done there. Again, on Wednesday, likely to have a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms. So that would be a bit more typical. So here's Fowler, here's Highway 50 here. This is where the tornado would be. Now, unfortunately, the Pueblo radar is down, so I can't give you a very precise location based on the radar imagery, but the National Weather Service again has confirmed that this tornado is on the ground west of Fowler. This storm is moving south, so this would be moving east of Nepesta now and still west of Fowler. You want to seek shelter anywhere in this observed tornado warning box, which is purple in color. This storm is moving pretty quickly to the south at 30 miles per hour. A proper tornado shelter would be the lowest level, most interior room. Now, in addition to that tornado, there is 3-inch hailstones possible with this storm. This is a nasty storm that wreaked havoc across southern Colorado. Here's a few more views of that tornado reported near Fowler. Thank you for everyone for sharing these. Once you were in a safe location, you could see this for miles as well. So many folks very safe while they could see this in the distance. And so at this point, I have no reports of damage from the tornadoes reported today. One around 5:20 just south of Fowler and around 5:40 even further south. And like I mentioned, this was one single storm that moved from El Paso County and eventually into Los Animas County before clearing out. We still do have a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock this evening. Right now, we don't have any active severe thunderstorm warnings, but this cluster of thunderstorms could have penny to nickel sized hail. So I'll be watching these closely for the rest of the evening. This is from Allie in Security Wide Field. That looks about 2 inches to me. And some reports today were in that 2.25 inch in diameter hail, but then we also had the tornado. I showed you multiple photos at the beginning of the show, but I want to show you this video too of that Fowler tornado as it was beginning to form. There was 2 reported touchdowns near Fowler today, and it all originated from one single storm. Moving through Security, Fountain, then the purple box was the confirmed tornado warning. Then it moved into our southeast corner and completely died out. So it was one singular storm that just was incredibly strong, dominated the atmosphere today. There was also an incredibly strong storm that moved through Sterling, Colorado, and into Burlington. That has since started to dissipate, but we have some leftover convection here tonight. These are pretty tame for now. You could have some pea to nickel size hailstones with these storms. We still do technically have a severe thunderstorm watch now extended until 11 o'clock for our easternmost counties, just for those active storms we have currently. But the atmosphere was definitely more favorable earlier today. We're not done with the severe weather risk yet this week. We do have still a slight risk of severe weather for Tuesday. Both day and nighttime storms are possible tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, we have another risk of severe weather, a little bit more typical timing, afternoon to evening. So let's go through the storms as we progress the next few days. On Tuesday, we're going to have lots of sunshine. It's going to be warm, 80s and 90s. Most of the day is going to be completely dry. We'll have a couple of daytime thunderstorms favoring the eastern plains, but then a cold front's going to come through on Tuesday evening, and I'm going to be watching for nighttime thunderstorms. These could sneak up on you, so I want to give you plenty of heads up that you might go to bed, then get woken up by strong storms, maybe even some hail on Tuesday night, and these could last as late as 2-3 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Then on Wednesday, a wave of energy moves over the mountains. We'll have some mountain thunderstorms during the early afternoon. Mid-afternoon to early evening, we'll have storms move through I-25. There will be another risk of hail and strong wind gusts for Wednesday afternoon. So today was warm